you've entered your 4th year, or you're just bored, or you're like, you know what, I need to start, in my career. And most people start from getting internships. You've entered your Andy Sachs era, you want to know how to get into it. And from a girl that's done internships on internships at the big names, I'm here to help you. Hi, my name is Kushi. I'm a lifelong learner. I hope if you stumble on this video on both video and audio format that your family's blessed, you are blessed, and I'm sending many blessings my way. Let's just get into it, because with internships, that's what you got to do. One of the most powerful pieces of advice I ever got was understanding the hierarchy system within the corporate place. If you're wanting to get hired anywhere, if you want to get an internship anywhere, there's going to be one person that will be a gatekeeper. You have a gatekeeper, then you have the person that's actually in charge, and then you have the person that would be supervising you if you were to be entered within like that particular field or department. In this case, we're looking at it in terms of an internship. Now, most companies will not actually say, okay, internships are available. You have to put your hand up and ask. When you're asking, you'll have these things called gatekeepers, another term for admin staff, receptionist, the person that picks up the phone. It is your duty either optimize those gatekeepers to your advantage or get past those gatekeepers. Most likely, people that are ringing up, okay, are either clienteles, partnerships, customers, people that are actually going to be adding value within that industry or company. An intern, right? They don't know anything about you. You can say, oh yeah, I've sent my email. Can you please send a message if you have any internships regarding? That's totally fine. If you have a gatekeeper that will then signal you, okay, here's a point of contact because I know for a fact I can't help you, you've optimized your gatekeeper. But if it's a gatekeeper that says, oh, like we're not hiring at the moment, they might actually not know what particular projects that you could be a part of, what ways as an intern that you could be a part of, because they're not directly part of that project. First things first is thinking about, okay, are you going to optimize your gatekeepers or are you going to get past them? Okay, I think we need to also get out of the mindset that you are going to be handed an internship. You need to be putting your hand up for one. It's going to be around 50 emails. Once you get up to that 50 email mark, and yes, that sounds like, oh my god, Kushi, are you insane? As if you've actually sent 50 emails regarding internship. Yes, I have. Because every single time I wrote an email, I got better at it. And I corrected myself. And I made sure, okay, what were the emails I got a response for? Why did I get a response for that one? And on top of that, what was the actual response? That subject line. I learned that through the hard way. It was up to my, 35th email. And I changed the subject line. Instead of being like internship opportunity, I wrote in capital letters, right? Remember, these gatekeepers or people that you're sending, these emails to, they don't have time, right? So literally saying that it's going to be a 20-second read in capital letters, 20-second read dash internship opportunity, or 20-second read, need an intern. And you do a little spiel about who you are, you're in a penultimate year, you're in your first year, what you can offer, that's it. And thank them for their time in regards to reading that email. The reason why I'm putting such a big emphasis on you reaching out, because most likely the internships that you want, like working for fashion magazines or very niche sort of industry that you want to go into, for example, like film marketing or sports marketing, and those sort of companies, they won't ask right now for an intern, because at the end of the day, like projects on projects that might not be on the front of their mind, you need to put your hand up. And I think you'll realize, especially right now in a cost of living crisis, they want unpaid workers. They want that extra, those extra hands to help without having the monetary cost. So I think obviously their front of mind is getting the project done, or whatever you're wanting to, work on or intern for. Whatever they're doing, client partnerships, that's their front of mind. Internships or interns is actually usually the thing that happens at the back of their mind. But right now, that's actually what they need. That will actually allow them to reduce those costs, because you're doing it unpaid. You are actually needed. Use your social media and your LinkedIn as your portfolio as well. So most likely when you're applying for an intern or you're writing an email, right, to say, oh my god, are you looking for an intern? They want to see not just like that spiel of what you've written, but also a little bit about you, okay? And they want to see right now is like also the soft skills part. Like, how do you speak, how do you present yourself, how do you express yourself, and how would you be sort of someone that would be value adding without having like millions of, years of experience? Why would that be value adding to that company? And that's coming a lot from your portfolio. A lot of it is self-work at this point, right? Doing little projects so you can, showcase that on LinkedIn, writing articles so that, like I've said in my other video about, how to conquer universities, writing articles on LinkedIn and using that as part of your portfolio. And any sort of topic that you're, interested in, particularly if you're wanting it in that particular industry, write articles on that industry. In terms of social media, posting and using stories as a way to be like, hey, I'm actually involved in this community. At the end of the day, whatever industry you want to go into is a very small niche industry, because at the end of the day, everyone's connected. So you want to show that you are also part of that network, right? Commenting on whatever posts, sharing their stories, realize that you speak their language. You are aligning with them, and you understand their culture. You understand what they're going for, and you've actually understood it as both a customer or a client, and now you can reverse that and use that and optimize that as an employee or an intern. So that's also a great way, because using your LinkedIn, using social media to your advantage, particularly because that's actually generally where interns are used for at the moment. Okay, this is something that I picked up actually whilst I was doing one of my internships, is that people, like, let's say you want to intern for Parliament, or you want to intern for something that traditionally has a lot of red line tape, or you could say traditionally is a bit more conservative in the way that their sort of workforce operates. Write letters. I know, crazy. It sounds like old times. Like, who even writes letters right now? Like, writing letters or sending a letter to, like, a company that you believe, like, works in this way actually will stand out a lot more, because it allows you to understand that you value that style of communication. But two, you're standing out. How many people are writing letters nowadays? And I realized people actually look forward to kind of like, you think about people online shop, people actually do look forward to opening up a little present. So this actually allows you to stand out, because not many people are actually sending letters. You are also valuing that style of communication that could have been forgotten, that, at the end of the day, there's a diverse amount of people that are probably looking at your internships. If they see that you value, penmanship, or they value that, sending out a letter with a post stamp and traditionally posting it out and sending that letter and making it addressed to someone, put in that extra effort to be known and putting your hand up just for an internship. My point in this whole tip is to actually find unconventional ways to reach out. That through social media, DMing, obviously sending emails, sending a video like, hey, my name is Kushi, I'm interested in this, and actually sending a video attached to that email that you're sending to some of these employers about your internship, because that allows you to see, okay, well, I've put in this effort. I care about this company so much, and I want to learn even more, and this is me putting my foot forward in an unconventional way. Remember, you need to stand out. Why would they want your value rather than someone's value of 35 years experience? This is why. And lastly, don't oversee. Let's say if you're going to university or going to a school, looking at your alumni network, so people that have already gone to your university or gone to your school, go on LinkedIn, look up your school, and then look up how many people have connected to your school. Use them to say, okay, can I get an internship through them? And use that mutual connection of the fact that you both went to the same school or the same university. This is one of the best techniques, because I actually got connected to so many people actually within my industry that I didn't even know that went to the same school, and I would only have known that through using LinkedIn. I mean, it's kind of like Facebook, but I think LinkedIn is better because it's professionally connected, so it doesn't seem like, you're stalking them, but you are professionally connected, and that you do have literally on your profile that you're connected by that mutual connection. And I think optimizing LinkedIn in that way is amazing. The university that I go to has so many networks on notice boards where internships are always being posted, right? Because they have those industry partners. So don't oversee as well those opportunities or connections from the schools or education institutions that you are already part of. Also, don't even underestimate wherever you work. There could be internships or a way for you to do unpaid work that actually could be provided in your portfolio or whatever you need this internship for, to grow in your career as well. Overlook places that you are already a part of. Anything, right? School, education, a basketball team, a sports team, a dance team, anything that you believe that you were a part of. Look at that alumni network. Use Facebook, use LinkedIn to your advantage. And then again, do that same system of sending them an email. If you have your number, great. Right? And using that subject line, remember 20-second read, make it something that's punchy. Why would they value your time? That is pretty much it, guys. I just want to say a lot of actually getting an internship is the mindset and actually being really efficient yet effective in the way that you communicate. I think when we think about internships, we think that it's going to be a guided process for us, in the sense that there will be an application process and we have to fill it in. Most of the time, it is not like that. Every single internship that I have ever got has been me putting my hand up. And that goes for internships like the Herald Sun, right? fashion magazines, a film production company, which I was interning, but they had an internship application process, but I got picked because of the email that I sent, because I thought that this would be an amazing place to intern for. So they actually picked me over the traditional application process because I actually sent that email out first. I made that first point of contact, and once they know who you are, once they know that you've taken this initiative, you don't know who knows who. Right? You need to put yourself out there. I mean, the ball is actually genuinely in your court. Consistency with it, create an Excel sheet with, all the different places that you've ticked off. And most importantly, think of that mindset, right? Optimize, or you're going to move past that gatekeeper. I think that's a part where people normally get stuck, and that's why I put that tip at the first part of the video. Good luck to fellow interns. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Let me know in the comments below, and have the most blessed, amazing day.